backup plan, a boring page in the book of man. I got one life, I got one shot, I'll take my chance. Chips on the table, let's go risk it all. I'm not afraid of the road so far. You got one life, you got one shot, so take the chance. You got one life, you got one shot, so take the chance. You got one life, you got one shot, so take the chance. play all these chords, but I never know what to say. I heard that you like the way I say your name, but don't believe everything. Sometimes there's no glass in the window frame. I'm gasoline and you're lit flame. I said I'm gasoline and you're a lit flame. Can I really complain if I'm the one to blame? At least this sorrow can lead to mass acclaim. I heard that you like the way I say your name, but don't believe everything. Sometimes there's no glass in the window frame. I'm gasoline and you're a lit flame. I'm gasoline and you're a lit flame.
This is Hits 2023. The biggest stars, the latest hits, all your favourite songs and hot new releases featuring Pink Pantheress and Ice Spice, Tiesto, Lizzo, David Guetta and Oliver Tree. Updated every single week. Listen now on Spotify.
Look at you, listening to Spotify while you do whatever it is you're doing. That's exactly why it makes sense to promote your business here. Yeah, your business. Whether you have 2 employees or 2,000, your voice can reach as broad or as narrow of an audience as you need, and connect with them where visual media can't. Try it today at adstudio.spotify.com or tap the banner to learn more.
Thanks for listening to Spotify. No, really. You could have listened to the radio. You could have spun some vinyl. You could have played a cassette tape. You could have listened to an 8-track tape, if you knew what an 8-track tape looked like. But you listened to Spotify. Thanks for that. And you still have hundreds more playlists to enjoy.
My lungs out, but there are no words to make a sound. Even you can drown in the lies that you keep around. This house is not a home when you sold the only name you own. 'Cause when you live a lie, you will fail. Give up before you try. Let it out, 'cause you do what you want. Real truth, I'm not as scared as you are. Every day you try to take a piece of me, but you won't break me. Sounds like I'm better off dead, with too many things I've said. comprehend where I went wrong and letting you sink in. Could I believe how you deceive? You be you doesn't mean that I should leave. You let me go and never know how anyone could get this low. Can replace all the words unspoken. Too late to turn back now. I only see the world is broken, but I can only wish you well when I am the one you ever been done. And I'm not about to let myself come undone. I can never cry from the way I stand up tall, let it all drift away, remembering the best in me. How can I live beyond? I refuse to still be suffering, be the strongest I have ever been. Can't replace all the words unspoken. Too late to turn back now. I only see the world is broken, but I can only wish you well when I am the one you ever been done. And I'm not about to let myself come undone. Look how far I've come. I'm not alone. I'll carry on. I won't be done. Don't let it destroy the feelings left in me. My heart is an ocean, enough salt to heal the deepest wounds. I won't be known. Can't replace all the words unspoken. Too late to turn back now. I only see the world is broken, but I can only wish you well. Can't replace all the words unspoken. Too late to turn back now. I only see the world is broken, but I can only wish you well when I am the one you ever been done. And I'm not about to let myself come undone. Come undone.
There's more history yet to be scribed. I've reinforced the faint breath in my lungs, and I will not let my stubbornness drag me into retrogradation. All this time, I refused to grasp a deeper understanding of who I was and where I had to go next. And now I know I've so many reasons to tell the tales of time to come. I don't understand. I thought this all meant something to make me come back. I don't want to go home.
Let me think it's all good. What you did was unforgivable. Lying to my damn face, got you feeling cynical. I was at the pinnacle, what was going wrong? Fucking knew it all along. Let me think it's all good. It was crazy how time flew when you thought I never knew. But now, baby, look at you. This is all cause of you. Yeah. Put the brakes, but I can't stop. You wanna style like a mascot? Was all I gave to you, got caught. And now I'm feeling like a free man. She always fishing like a seaman. She looking at it like a pecan. Cause it's always in season, yeah. You burn all the bridges you rode. I gave you my heart and it broke. I took it all back, but I broke. Yeah. They dropped in the city explorer. She's out in the whip and it's for yeah. I just had to get emotionally lost. Last time I felt the pain, I don't want.
I'm screaming my lungs out, but there are no words to make a sound. Even you can drown in the lies that you keep around. This house is not a home when you sold the only name you own. That's when you live a lie. You will fail, give up before you try. Let it up, cause you'll do what you want. Real truth, I'm not as scared as you are. Every day you try to take a piece of me, but you won't break me. breath and let's start again. Every day ends to begin. Take a deep breath and let's start again.
Sounds to me like my stuff is doing the same thing it did last week. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, we had a damn good episode of Monday Night Raw this week. We got to see Austin Theory and John Cena face to face. John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship is set for WrestleMania 39. Asuka and Bianca Belair are continuing their feud. Omos had his terrible fucking match against Dolph Ziggler. They really got to get rid of Omos. He is fucking terrible in the ring. His gimmick is terrible. His in-ring skills are fucking terrible. They need to get rid of him. Omos is bad television. That is one thing we know. Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins is confirmed for WrestleMania 39. I am not happy about Logan Paul being on the card whatsoever. Logan Paul's gimmick is shitty. His fucking promos are fucking garbage. And most importantly, he has no fucking experience in the ring whatsoever. And he's not a wrestler. He's a celebrity. And then you wonder why there's news and reports on talent being reportedly unhappy and are complaining about celebrities being on the card, taking their spots, shining on the biggest stage of them all. Then you wonder why talents are reportedly unhappy about celebrities like Logan Paul being on the card. Get him out. Logan Paul doesn't belong on the card, and he damn sure doesn't deserve to be on the card. Get him out. Get him out, man. I'm sick of this Logan Paul narrative. All these Logan Paul geeks online need to cut the shit with, but Logan Paul took Roman Reigns to the limit. No, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Logan Paul is rarely on fucking TV. You mean to tell me people now want Logan Paul on TV again? Just because he took Roman Reigns to the limit? It doesn't matter. He's not a fucking wrestler. Get him off the fucking card. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. I don't blame the WWE talent for complaining. There should be no celebrities on the card at all. Then you wonder why talents were complaining last year about Bad Bunny being on the card. Logan Paul is such a coward, man. Lame decision by WWE putting Logan Paul on that card, WrestleMania card. They could have easily replaced him with Damian Priest. We could have easily got Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins is a better fucking match than Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. No questions asked. Why is Damian Priest not on the card? Why are guys like Damian Priest, Karrion Kross, and Gunther not on the card? Oh, well, Gunther's going to be on the card. He just doesn't have an Intercontinental Championship opponent yet. Why are guys like Damian Priest, Karrion Kross, and Madcap Monster not on the card? I think Damian Priest deserves to be on the card again, man. Just because he had a successful run with Judgment Day. I think Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest is more of a WrestleMania caliber match than Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. That's how I feel about it. And you know what? I bet one of the talents that are complaining is Damian Priest. He's probably one of the talents that are unhappy with the Celebrities being on the card. I wouldn't be surprised. He was on the card last year. Johnny Gargano and Finn Bálor had a hell of a fucking clash for the ages. Man, that match reminds me of TakeOver. The match between Finn Bálor and Johnny Gargano reminds me of the Black and Gold days. The days where Triple H took charge of the NXT Black and Gold brand. That was a TakeOver match right there. Johnny Gargano versus Finn Bálor. My God, that was a fucking damn good match. I love that match. The main best things on the show, the main best things on Monday Night Raw was Jimmy Uso versus Sami Zayn, Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens, Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens, and Finn Bálor versus Johnny Gargano. Those were the three main best things on the show. And they were all matches. Everything on this show delivered except Omos. My God, I don't know why they still got him on TV. But Monday Night Raw this week, believe it or not, guys, Monday Night Raw was a solid show. We're going to go over everything that we did down. So be sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new. Turn on that bell for all notifications. And hit the fucking thumbs up, man. Let's get a lot of likes on the stream. Minimal, no excuses, no complaints. I don't want to hear no negativity, no negative comments. Just do as I say. Thank you. Subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. We are right now at 603 subscribers. We are still on the road to 700. Be sure you go check out all the other content. You guys can follow me on Instagram at IWNGamer1. You can follow me on my personal Instagram account at the Real Brendan Ingram. I'm actually going to be making a change to my description so I can actually put that account name under there. You guys can add me on Facebook too. You already know what my Facebook name is. I don't think I got to tell you that. It shouldn't take you a scientist to tell you what my Facebook account name is. I mean, really. All you got to do is go on Facebook and look up my name. My real first and last name. It's there. I got 2 accounts, though, on there. My first one is my real one, my main one. My other one's my backup one, so. The links to my Instagram, Facebook accounts are in the description below. Like I said, be sure you go check out all the other content. If you guys missed my Monday Night Raw reviews, Dynamite review from last week, go check those out. Get those a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Dynamite was a damn good show, too. I really was going to review Revolution, but you know what? A few days ago, or actually, should I say yesterday, I made a decision to post a voting poll on my YouTube channel, my community page. So when I went to my YouTube channel and went to where it says community, I had only got 4 votes. So everybody voted for a Monday Night Raw review. So I said, you know what? Monday Night Raw review it is. To the people who voted Monday Night Raw, here I am. This is it. I'm here. Giving you guys what you want to see, what you want to hear. That's what I'm all about. Ain't like these fucking clickbaiters, these clickbaiting podcasters and journalists, man. No. Anyways, guys, it's great to see you guys here. There was just 2 people here. To the 2 people that were here, it's great to see you. Great to see everybody else here. And you know, it's great to see that I'm getting more YouTube subscribers. If I'm getting more YouTube subscribers, then that must mean I am definitely doing something right. I mean, look how many likes. Look how many likes I had got on my SmackDown and Rampage review 3 days ago. I literally got 9 likes on a review. If 9 likes doesn't tell you that I'm doing something right, I don't know what else to tell you. Thank you guys so much for the overwhelming support, man. Keep it up. I really mean that. You guys are fucking awesome. Are fantastic. And you know what? The fact that I just seen 9 likes on there just actually made my day a little bit better. It'll make my day a lot better if the weekend would come up. I could start streaming those games that I have in store for you guys to watch and see. I'm so glad to be here. I'm glad to be back to doing my YouTube stuff again. I had 2 days off of YouTube, kinda, just to clear my mind, just to rethink, you know, to kind of rebuild my energy back up, rebuild my confidence, rebuild myself back up. These last few days just been fucking weird as shit. These last few days just been shitty. People have been getting on my nerves. People on Facebook and Instagram have been asking me for money. Fucking sick and tired of this shit. And I don't know why people can't fucking get a life, get their fucking job. I don't know why people can't get a fucking job and get paid their own money. I don't understand that. I don't get it. Do you not have anybody living with you? Do you not have anybody that's looking out for you? Is it that bad? I'm not talking about my cousins. I'm talking about people that I know and people that I don't know, especially the people I don't know. You got random people text messaging me, sending me messages asking me for money. Who the fuck do you think I am, your fucking slave? Like, really? Get a fucking job, man. Seriously. I'm sick of this. And let me tell you something. If you can't get a good job that can't pay you a good tray of money, then you got to be the sorriest, laziest motherfucker on planet Earth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. That's just the way I feel about it. Are you really that lazy that you can't get you a fucking job, man? I gotta know. I gotta know. Are people out here that fucking lazy that they can't get their fucking asses up and get a job? What are you, a 300-pound slob? Seriously. People kill me. Oh, I need $50 for this. I need $30 for that. Oh, I need $65. Whee! Why can't you get a job and get your own money? Why? Why? Are you poor? I think people are just lazy, man. That's what I think. Bunch of lazy cowards, man. They can't do anything for themselves. They expect somebody else to fucking do stuff for them and depend on them when really they should be depending on themselves. This is not the old generation, motherfucker. This is the new generation. The old generation are gone. Some of the old generation people that were here, they're long gone. I'm talking about the people that cared for other people, the people that made sure other people were straight, people that made sure that their families were straight first before anybody else. I'm mainly talking about people that care about other people. The old generation was about caring about everybody. Now the new generation is just about people caring about themselves. Worrying about themselves now. Because the people that they care about are not caring about them. So now they got to care about themselves. There are people out here that are just so dumb. Some of them are sneaky. Some of them will go in your house and steal something. You won't even know it. They'll even rob you and kill you for money. That sounds pity to me. Somebody coming in your house, shooting to kill you just to get your freaking money. A person coming in to shoot you just to get your money. That sounds pity to me. Really. Can you just get in your own job and get paid your own money rather than break into somebody's house to shoot and kill them and then steal their money? Just to steal their money. I don't get it. I don't get people's logic of thinking, man. Some people in this world just don't have no common sense whatsoever. The next time somebody asks me for money, you know what I'm going to say? Hell no. I am dead serious. Said the exact same thing I said on Facebook. Here I am bringing it up again. To everybody that subscribed to my channel, always stay safe and watch your back. Because people will betray you in the instant. People will start begging. People that never pay you back will start begging. The people that never paid me back begged for more money, and I didn't give them a damn dime. I didn't send them not a damn penny. Want to know why? Because they never paid me back. They never gave a fuck about what I had to say. They don't give a fuck about the things I've been through. They only care about them. They only care about themselves. They're sitting in their fucking couches at home with stacks of money saying, "Oh, I don't give a fuck what he thinks. I only care about what I think. I don't care about what my family. I don't care about what my friends think." My God, people are so rude and stupid out here, man. Somebody probably watching this right now. "Oh, you can't complain. You say that you do the same shit." I don't want to hear that. Shut the fuck up. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, get out of my chat. Go watch somebody else. Ain't got time for negativity. I don't got time for bullshit. Really. Get out of my fucking case. Get off my dick. You don't know what the heck I'm doing. If you don't know what's going on, I suggest you stay out of my business. Never, and one thing about business, never let anyone know your business. Never go live and let anyone know where you're going. I think that's a lesson that Jinder has definitely learned. Her TikTok account money got stolen. I wonder if that Kiki girl was the one behind it. I wonder if she was the one that stole that money from her. You never know. It could have been her. It could have been her own friend, Kiki. That Kiki girl from Instagram. Could have been her. Could have been her. I wouldn't be surprised. And then I seen that video shown on Jinder's story of her and her friend looking all aggravated as if she didn't want to be in the fucking camera. God, that's a jealous bitch if you ask me. People are so disgusting, man. I hope to God that Jinder gets her TikTok account money back. Seriously, man, because that's got to be a big deal. She did that. That had to be a lot of money. And I also hope to God that my cousin gets himself situated, man. I don't know what's going on with him, man, but he's living somewhere where he doesn't have nobody to contact, nobody to talk to, no security to call, nobody to back him up, nobody that cares about him. Why are there people leaving him alone? Why do I have him every day, every night, texting me, telling me that I'm the only one he's counting on, that other people are not messaging him? Why is his family not reaching out to him? Why? Is his family that fucking lazy to reach out to him? Seriously. I love to know why. Where is his family? Where is his best friends? Why are they not calling and reaching out to him? He's asking me for this. He's asking me for that. I'm so done with people. I'm so done with people letting their own son, letting their own daughters suffer. I'm so done with these parents, man, letting their own children, letting their own sons and daughters suffer. With no money, no fucking food, no goddamn clothes, nothing. None of that. Why do I got my cousin's cousin texting me, asking me for $65? Is his parents that lazy to fucking go up there to his house and give him $65? Surely he's got other cousins that can contact him. Yeah, he knows who I'm talking about. I feel it for him, man. I really feel bad for him that nobody's doing nothing for him. Nobody won't send him any money. Nobody won't send him $65. Nobody won't do any of that. Nobody. Because they care about themselves. Hell, you gotta care about yourself now because there's nobody that cares about nobody anymore. This world has done got evil and cruel. People are out here shooting, killing people, out here stabbing people for no reason. It's fucking bullshit. Man, the chaos just can't stop enough, can it? There was reportedly a bomb threat at Walmart last year in our area. They thought somebody planted a fucking bomb in Walmart. And the shit wasn't even real. Then the person had a fucking gun. All those cops, all those firefighters were at Walmart, wasted their time being there. They waited for the fucking gunman to come out. But turned out it was nothing than just a confrontation. Waste of time. Bam! Just like that, the police and the firefighters left. Angry and upset. Waste of time. Hell, they better be glad nothing in Walmart didn't happen. They better be glad there wasn't no fucking bomb, period. If that bomb would have exploded, it would have killed millions of people in that building. If that bomb would have exploded in a Walmart building, it would have killed a lot of people. Last year. You got to keep your eyes and ears open, folks. You got to focus on yourself and focus on keeping yourself established. That's what I'm doing for myself. I'm not fucking worried about all these people talking shit about me on social media, asking me for money. Do you think I really respond to them? My answer, you already know what my answer is. No. You really think I'm worried about people talking about my back? You really think I'm worried about staff mentioning my name, saying, oh, he can't work these days or he can't work that? You really think I'm worried about these fucking WWE, AEW geeks online on Twitter saying, oh, IWN sounds like JD. Oh, blah, blah, blah. No. First of all, JD is one of my main inspirations. Secondly, he's the greatest in the IWC. I dare for somebody to say something bad about my podcaster, about my only favorite podcaster. And to put them straight on blast. Probably lift them up like a football player and then throw them right down on the ground. Their bones gonna be broken after that. Seriously, guys, enough with the fucking talk. Let's get to the Monday Night Raw review. Monday Night Raw was a damn good show. Outside of Omos. Omos was terrible. Omos is terrible television. We all know that, though. So Raw opened up with a shot of most of the Bloodline arriving backstage. Paul Heyman spoke to Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa about their responsibilities on the show. So the first match saw Solo Sikoa take on a man who has been basically a huge thorn in the group's side, Kevin Owens. You want to talk about the Bloodline having a KO and Sami problem? Me and the Logan Paul haters have a fucking Logan Paul. Oh, no. Actually, me and the Logan Paul haters and the talent that are unhappy with celebrities stealing their glow all the time, have a Logan Paul problem. WWE needs to get Logan Paul off the fucking card. WWE needs to scrap Bobby Lashley versus Wyatt and Lesnar versus Omos. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to watch those matches just because they know that those two are going to be the worst fucking matches on that card. I can honestly say that at the end of the day, WrestleMania 39 is not going to do better than Revolution, because at the end of the day, I feel like Revolution right now is better than WrestleMania 39 just based on how the WrestleMania 39 card looks. I feel like Revolution is better than WrestleMania 39. Seriously, man. That's what happens when you book fucking two god-awful matches that nobody is interested in watching, that nobody's going to take their time and watch. You know how many audience is going to leave when they see Omos and Lesnar face-to-face in the ring? You know how many audience is going to leave when they see Bray Wyatt and Bobby Lashley in the ring? Think about it. Bobby Lashley's a babyface. Bobby Lashley's a babyface. Bray Wyatt's a babyface. They're both babyfaces. Here we go. And it gets me, and it reminds me. And it goes back to saying, here we go with this babyface versus babyface dynamic bullshit again. WWE, typical lazy booking, right? You guys realize that Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley and Omos versus Lesnar was lazy booking by WWE and, not shockingly, Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was the one that was on board to having WWE management book Omos versus Lesnar. He was the one on board to having WWE management book Brock Lesnar. Or not Brock Lesnar. Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley. Because I already said Brock Lesnar versus Omos. I already said that. Seriously, Vince was on board with the decision to have management book Lesnar versus Wyatt and Omos versus Lesnar. Or Bobby Lashley versus Wyatt. Excuse me. Getting my shit mixed up. Who cares? You guys know. At least you guys that subscribe to my channel know what I'm talking about. At least you know I'm right. Everybody else will say, oh, he's repeating himself. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's not like he acting like he's special in the community. Meanwhile, I'm one of the smart guys in the community. Why don't you watch my fucking reviews to find out how smart I am? Then you'll come to realize, oh, he's more smart. Oh, IWN is more smarter than I thought. Got some nerve. People got some nerve to say, oh, IWN is not smart. He's just getting his opinions from someone else. No. What if those are my own opinions? What if I tell you that? What if I tell you that I've been taking notes? I did explain to you why Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair was confirmed for WrestleMania 39. I did tell you why WWE went with that match. I took my notes, read it straight from my index card. Hell, I was even taking notes when I was watching my only favorite podcaster deliver, like he always does. He knows who I'm talking about. He's probably watching right now. He knows what I'm talking about. Anyways, there was two brawlers doing what they do best. It was hard-hitting and felt personal. The match between Solo Sikoa and Kevin Owens did. That's the match that kicked off Monday Night Raw. They were throwing punches. We saw some slams and other moves mixed in. So we just didn't see any chain wrestling, which is not a bad thing typically. It is two guys like this after all. And Jimmy ran down, distracted KO long enough for Sikoa to take control. He hit Owens with two massive hip strikes as the show went to a break throughout the commercial. So Sikoa dominated the match. It was a combination that always seems to work in these typical matches sometimes. But Sikoa and Owens are similar in a lot of ways. So they pretty much used their, from what I've seen, from what I watched this match, they pretty much used their extremities in different ways. So they blend together perfectly as opponents, I'd say. What do you guys think? Let me know in the live chat. Excuse me. They won't put on many technical clinics, but they will always give you a good fight. The prize fighter managed to make a comeback, but Jimmy broke it up, the pin. He broke up the pin to cause a disqualification. Well, of course, they were going to do that. I mean, that didn't really surprise me at all. It felt both predictable and a little disappointing at the same time. Sikoa and Owens were having a great match. You know, it pretty much killed all of its momentum. The ending may have made sense from a storyline perspective. It's still not ideal, though. However, listen to this, guys. Sami Zayn's arrival to save Kevin Owens from more of a beating got a hype pop out of the crowd. A huge hype pop out from the crowd, man. The master strategist offered his hand. Owens didn't take it. He didn't take it at all, man. So then we got Bianca Belair versus Carmella. After coming face-to-face with the scariest version of Asuka last week, Carmella was back in action this week against the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. It was a non-title match, by the way. The Princess of Staten Island was hoping that a win would earn her a title shot, and she even had Chelsea Green in her corner to give her an advantage. They had a nice exchange early on as both women showed off their athleticism. While the champ may have had the upper hand at first, Carmella turned things around right as the show cut to a break. Green provided a distraction to keep Bianca Belair from getting a pin, but Carmella was unable to capitalize on the opportunity when her super kick only got her a 2 count. The EST of WWE threw Green over the barricade before finishing off Mella with a KOD. Solid match. But it wasn't anything. I'm afraid to say it wasn't anything to write home about. I'm also afraid to say that it was a good display of what both women bring to the table. And we ain't talking about the head of the table, Roman Reigns. We're not talking about him right now. It had a few awkward moments. And it also had a few awkward moves, too. But nothing too cringe, like, you know what I mean. Green's involvement brought out Asuka to spit blue mist in her face. Ew. Ugh. Disgusting. Wonder what that would smell like in the morning. Green eggs and ham. Ah! That mist probably smells like ass. If you ask me. I mean, that's just me. That's just me, man. The Empress of Tomorrow stared at Bianca Belair and the WrestleMania sign to end the segment. This WrestleMania pointing sign shit is getting old. They need to cut the shit with that. I hope I'm not the only one that is saying something about that. About all those talents pointing at the WrestleMania sign. That narrative is getting so old. It really is. Jesus Christ. Mr. Terrible Logan Paul comes to Raw. Mr. Unexperienced Logan Paul comes to Raw. We got a terrible Omos versus Dolph Ziggler. Oh, great. I can't hardly wait not to go over this with you guys. This match fucking sucked. This match between Omos and Dolph Ziggler. This was not even a contest. This was nothing. Logan Paul wasted my time. Seth Rollins did better than Logan Paul here. Nobody gives a fuck about the Miz wrestling in the ring. Nobody gives a fuck about Miz TV. Miz TV, we all know what that is. We all know what Miz TV is. And Miz TV is channel changing garbage. That's what it is. I think I don't watch it. The Miz was in the ring to welcome Logan Paul to Raw for his confrontation with Seth Rollins. It barely took a few seconds of the YouTuber being in the ring before the visionary made his way out. The YouTuber. What a shitty fucking gimmick. Oh. I don't like Logan Paul's gimmick, man. I don't. They should have gave him a better gimmick. Hell, they should have just left Logan Paul alone, period. He does not belong on WWE television. And like I said it in the beginning, and you wonder why talents are reportedly not happy and are complaining about celebrities getting TV time, getting more TV time than they are. Celebrities stealing their fucking glow. Getting paid more than them. I hope to God that after this, WWE does not ever book celebrities in matches again. That shit needs to stop. They got to stop that. That's what you got the young talent on the rosters for. Why you need legends and celebrities on the card for WrestleMania? For big pay-per-views like Saudi Arabia and the Royal Rumble. The fuck? You serious? Ugh. Be so glad when we get call-ups, man. That way we won't have to see no more. That way WWE won't have to use no more legends and celebrities. No more. Sick of this. It's ridiculous. All that young talent you got, you want to use, out of all that young talent, you want to use legends and celebrities instead of using your own young talent. That's like saying if Vince and Bruce were still in charge, they would rather book legends and celebrities on TV than the actual NXT talent. Ugh. The crowd continued to sing along to Rollins' song for a long time. Heck, I don't blame them. I like the entrance theme song. Oh, whoa. If you don't like it, goodbye. I like the damn theme song. They should let Seth Rollins keep that theme song. I like it. It's still got that burn it down impression sound to it. So Paul got some heat by telling everyone to shut up because they had a time limit. I had a time limit listening to Logan Paul's fucking garbage promos on Monday Night Raw. His promos are complete dog shit. His promos are the drizzling shits. I could not stand listening to Logan Paul. I had to pick up my remote and I had to change the channel. I'm sorry. Logan Paul's gimmick, his promos, they are so bad. They are garbage. See, this is why I told WWE, this is why I said WWE doesn't need Logan Paul. He doesn't know how to cut a fucking promo. He has zero experience. Doesn't even know how to fucking perform in a fucking ring right. Doesn't even have the right fucking gimmick. Seriously, man, what are they doing with this guy? Shouldn't he be on his honeymoon with his fucking girlfriend or something? Go do that. Why you gotta let WWE book you in a match against somebody you never even fucking faced before? You got no wrestling experience. You're a celebrity, an actor. You are not even a fucking wrestler. Fuck out of here, man. Till this day, I still don't blame the talents for complaining and being unhappy. Get these celebrities out of here, man. They are stealing young talent's glow. They are fucking ruining it for young talent, man. When it comes to a big pay-per-view, there should be no celebrities at all. None. They all need to be in seats. They don't need to be booked in matches. I've been saying this for months. Logan Paul has got to get off the card. I don't care if the match is confirmed or not. I don't give a fuck. WWE, hear me out. Get Logan Paul off the card. He does not belong on there. Bray Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley, Omos versus Lesnar don't belong on the WrestleMania card. Get those matches off the fucking card. Get them out. Seriously, get them out. Jesus fucking Christ, man. It's already stressful enough. I got to go over this fucking god-awful match that never even fucking happened. In my eyes, anyway. Omos came out with MVP by his side for the next match against Dolph Ziggler. Mustafa Ali was in the crowd pretending to cheer on the show-off. Ha, 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 ha. Very funny, man. Can you get Ali and Dolph Ziggler something more to do than to be fucking wasting them on TV? Seriously? I don't even think anybody gives a shit about Dolph Ziggler being on TV anymore. I mean, how many people do you see cheering Ziggler, Ziggler, Ziggler in the crowd these days? Probably nobody. His gimmick is getting old. His gimmick is getting old. Give him a new gimmick. Something. Repackage Dolph Ziggler. Something, man. Ziggler tried to jump on Omos's back, but the Giant threw him to the mat with ease. He defeated his opponent in less than a minute. Don't worry, guys. I wasn't trying to rap. No cap. No offense. It was barely a contest. It was barely a contest. Waste of time. Channel changing garbage. Easily. Dolph Ziggler versus Omos. Moving on. Finn Bálor versus Johnny Gargano. A clash for the fucking ages. I remember Finn Bálor and Johnny Gargano's takeover match in Portland. Man, that was one of the best takeover matches I've ever seen, man. Wow. That takeover match stole the fucking show. Man, I wish we went back to those days where Triple H was in charge of the black and gold brand. It was so much better in those days. Only to find out that Vince is there again. Remember, at first, Vince McMahon stepped down because his allegations caught on to him. Now, the fucking shareholders and the board of directors voted him back in like a bunch of fucking sorry-ass dummies. No homo. No offense. I'm sorry. Voted him back in like as if things were gonna be okay with him being back. You know things are not going to be okay with Vince being back. He's got a lot of shit going on. He's a troublemaker. He's an evil 77-year-old demented old fuck. He's got lawsuits against him. The Detroit police and fire departments are still trying to sue Vince McMahon right now. From what I'm hearing, from what I've been hearing, I hope to God that's true. Somebody needs to get him out of there. He doesn't deserve to be there. Nobody wants Vince McMahon there, not even the WWE talents. Nobody wants him there. The NXT talents don't even want him there. Nobody. Get him out of there. Get Bruce out of there too. Nobody wants Bruce there either. Which begs me the question, when are they going to fire Bruce Prichard? When are they going to let him go? Even though we haven't heard anything about him, when are they still going to let him go? I'm glad they let go that Laurinaitis guy, that people power. People power. Johnny Laurinaitis. Divas. That's all he thinks about when he's in WWE, when he's head of talent relations. That's all he's going to be thinking about. Divas. Divas. Nikki, Brie, Bellas. Can I go get some fucking blondes tonight? Laurinaitis. I know if I was chairman, I would not have nobody like that in my fucking company. Somebody with a voice like that, I would easily say, no, you don't fit the mold in my company. No, you're not welcome, especially not with that voice. That sounds terrible. Johnny Laurinaitis, when he talks like this, everybody, people power, it literally sounds like he mixed weed with fucking hookah. It literally sounded like, his voice literally sounds like he's been smoking weed along with hookah. It literally sounds like he's lost his voice. It literally sounds like he had throat surgery. Well, Johnny Gargano versus Finn Bálor, my God, what a damn good match this was. Dexter Lumis accompanied Johnny Gargano to the ring for his match against Finn Bálor. Well, the reason why he did it because he realized Johnny Gargano had no backup for his match against Finn Bálor, who had all the Judgment Day with him for support, of course. The group leader took control with a quick shoulder tackle before grounding Johnny wrestling with an armbar. For the first few minutes, Gargano was unable to mount any kind of offense. Typical saying in WWE. Offense this, offense that. All I see on ringsidenews.com, Vince McMahon this, Vince McMahon that. That's all the articles I've been seeing. All I've been seeing on ringsidenews.com. All the articles I've been seeing on their website is Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon. There's news on Vince this. There's news on Vince that. Vince this. Vince that. I am tired of seeing news articles on Vince McMahon. Get him out. Oh, I'm just tired. I'm so tired of saying his fucking name. Makes me sick to the stomach. Makes me want to fucking throw up. Guy's a sicko, man. He's evil, manipulative. He doesn't care about nobody but himself. Now, it took until a commercial break for Gargano to begin making some headway. He built up a head of steam as he hit a series of moves that led to a slingshot spear for a 2 count. These two were trying to match some of their previous performances, but they did put on a pretty decent TV match. As I said, damn good match by Johnny Gargano and Finn Bálor. As Bálor prepared to finish Gargano, Edge's music hit. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley were looking up the ramp, so they didn't see the Rated R Superstar knock the Irishman off the top rope. This allowed Gargano to hit the final beat for the pin in the win. This continued the trend of dirty finishes on the show and kept the Edge versus the Judgment Day feud going. Though it feels like it should have ended 6 years ago. Actually, it should have ended 6 months ago. Never mind 6 years ago. Thank you very much. Moving on. Next, we have Nikki Cross versus Piper Niven. So last week, Nikki Cross, at least she's not Nikki Trash anymore. Thank God. Ended up costing Piper Niven her match against Candice LeRae. So the Scot got a chance to get her hands on Cross this week, so she could attempt to get some payback. After all, Piper Niven is from Odell, Scotland, I think. Scotland in the UK, I believe. Because that's where Nikki Cross is from too, I think. Cross attacked Piper as she was making her entrance. No, they're from Scotland. That's where they're from, Scotland. Scotland, UK. The referee called for the bell right before the wrestler formerly known Doudrop was taken down with a crossbody. I'm so glad they got rid of that name, Doudrop. That sounded so main roster-ish, if you know what I mean. Once Niven regrouped, she easily defeated Cross. It wasn't quite a squash, but it was a close call, I guess. This match wasn't even that important to me, to be honest. They did look fine. They just didn't do much. I guess that was the only thing about the match. You got John Cena. Excuse my throat, man. I don't know what's going on there. Whoa there. Whoa there. I sounded like mini Superman. Jesus Christ. I want to be mini Cena.
I love you, bitch.
I want to be mini Cena, man. Oh, guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Guess who came out to a very warm welcome from the WWE Universe? Guess who his name is?
And his name is John Cena.
Yep. You heard it. You heard it best. The 16-time world champion, John Cena, he spoke into the camera during his entrance and jokingly pointed to the WrestleMania sign. He couldn't even get the mic to his mouth before Austin Theory's music hit. The United States champion claimed he only became a WWE superstar because of Cena and wanted to offer him a gift. He offered Cena a match at WrestleMania on April 1st and 2nd. So they're going to have night 1 and night 2. I got to get started on my WrestleMania night 1, night 2 thumbnails for my watch-alongs, man. I ain't even started yet. The fuck is wrong with me, man? Why haven't you started, IWN? I've been busy, man. I don't want to hear the excuses. You should have already had your night 1 and night 2 watch-alongs scheduled. The fuck are you doing smoking pot, man? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around, guys. I'm trying any way I can to make you guys laugh. Especially if your day hasn't went well like mine. Aggravating day at work, that's for sure. Very infuriated. Don't want to talk about it. Cena very plainly told him no and said he wasn't interested because Theory hasn't earned that right yet. He ran the U.S. champ down and talked about how he could be great if anyone cared about him. Theory mocked Cena's bold spot, and the veteran showed it to the camera to prove he didn't care. Particularly, this led to Cena accepting the challenge for Mania. This was probably successfully, actually, one of the more best segments involving Theory since he joined WWE. No question about it. It definitely was. Now, it's mostly thanks to John Cena. Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. It's the franchise, boy. I'm shining now. You can't see me. My time is now. Anyway. He probably got a lot of people to care about this match in one night, which is exactly what the company was hoping he would do. We got Chad Gable. We got Happy Garbage going up against Chad Gable. Chad Gable was out with Otis. Not Shorty G, that's for sure. Thank God he's not that name anymore. He's out with Otis by his side to take on Baron Corbin in a singles match. He's not the modern day God. He's more like the modern... I don't even want to say it, man. I'm not even going to say it. I'm just not, man. I think it's going to make you guys burst out. I don't want to have you guys burst out laughing. I don't want to have you guys burst out laughing live in the live chat, man. I don't want you to be commenting those laughing emojis. Whew. Can I ask a question? What the fuck does WWE have Baron Corbin doing with Maxine Dupree and the Maximum Male Models? What the fuck is Baron Corbin doing with them backstage? Why do they have him with the Maximum Male Models? Oh, that's right. To get Gable out of the picture, to get him out of the equation. We saw Maxine Dupree making more plans to recruit Otis to her stable. The crowd chanted for Otis as the modern-day wrestling god dominated Gable. Maxine Dupree always having plans to do photo shoots of herself all the time. I'd be seeing them on Instagram. The Olympian was able to gain some momentum for a few moments and managed to apply the ankle lock for a submission win. It was a short contest. Seeing Gable get a victory on TV will always be satisfying. This marked his first win since November. We got the main event. We got Jimmy Uso. Bounces. Day one-ish. Might as well say bounces. One and done. Might as well say that. They might as well change their theme song to one and done. Shit. It's time for the Usos to get a new theme song. Bounces, one and done, or bounces, the bloodline. I don't know. We are bowing down to the head of relevancy. To the head of relevancy. Actually, to the head of the table. That would be creative, though. It sounds good. But we got Jimmy Uso versus Sami Zayn. Lita, Becky Lynch, and Trish Stratus had a confrontation with Damage Control that led to a WrestleMania challenge for a 6-women tag match. Did they show that? Not that I know of. Not from what I heard. Anyway, from the community. From my friends over on Instagram. Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai were sent out of the ring before it could be accepted. Oh, so they were there. Okay. Well, after all, Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai, and Becky Lynch are on the Monday Night Raw Women's roster. I mean, maybe I was thinking about the SmackDown Women's roster. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to. No thanks. The main event was up next. Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn have been shown throughout the night interacting with other people. But it was finally time for them to meet one-on-one in the ring. The crowd was firmly in Zayn's corner as he and Jimmy brought the fight out of the ring almost immediately. Chants of "Ole, ole, 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 ole." Sounds like a damn church song. Anyways. Ole, chants of Ole echoed through TD Garden as the show cut to a break with Zayn in control. They returned to see Jimmy talking some trash as Zayn started trying to make a comeback after spending the commercial on defense. Okay. That's supposed to mean WWE gave them the last 25 minutes of the show, so they ended up battling through 2 breaks. This was finally the match of the night. For sure, both of the quality of the wrestling, the story that was being told. I think it was mainly the story, in my opinion. The Bloodline continues to be the greatest storyline in all of WWE. And if you don't think so, then I'm gonna need you to go check yourself in the mirror, because you have an IQ of a fucking pencil written all over you. You are a complete fucking idiot if you don't think the Bloodline storyline is the greatest storyline in all of WWE. Yeah, that part. Zayn is a master at selling anything with his facial expressions, but Jimmy was doing some great work in that typical area too. Jey Uso showed up toward the end, stood on the announce table. He appeared to be cheering on his brother, but Zayn ended up using his presence and the distraction it caused to pin Jimmy from out of nowhere. The Usos came face to face in the ring. Both men told a story with their looks. The crowd went silent as it watched Jey walk out of the ring and hug Zayn. Then erupted with cheers as Jimmy dropped to his knees. Next, out of nowhere, Jey drilled Zayn with a super kick. He screamed at his former friend that this was about family and beat him down with Jimmy and Solo until Cody Rhodes ran down to make the save. Already knew Jimmy Uso was going to turn on Sami Zayn. I predicted this to happen. I predicted this to you guys, that it was going to happen. It was either going to happen at Elimination Chamber or it was going to happen at WrestleMania or before WrestleMania. Well, it happened before WrestleMania. What do you know? I was right. I wasn't the only one that was right. JD even predicted this on his podcast. I'm confirming this for JD, just in case some negative geeks online think otherwise and say, oh, JD didn't confirm that Jimmy Uso was going to turn on Sami Zayn. Yes, he did. I watched his podcast. I'm not stupid. He did. Just to clear that in the air in case somebody says he didn't confirm that shit. Just in case somebody goes on their fucking low-life podcast and say, oh, JD didn't say this, he didn't say that. What? Why don't you watch his fucking podcast? If you actually listen to the shit that he says, maybe you'll start believing him more. And maybe you'll be more into it like me. Fucking retards in the community, man. No wonder why JD says the word retard sometimes. Because there are some freaking literal retards in the community. Like, I'm not even joking. That's why I'm glad I don't have Twitter. I'm glad Twitter has my accounts suspended. I don't even care. I don't even need Twitter, man. All these fucking geeks online got my Twitter accounts banned, got me in fucking trouble and shit. Fucking hey, man. They can't take an opinion out of a fucking opinion, man. They always gotta fucking shove somebody else's opinion down. Oh, my opinion stands out more than yours. My opinion's more right than you. Yeah, yada yada yada. Whatever, man. It's not even about opinion. It's not even about opinion. It's about who's right and who's wrong. It's about who's right and who's wrong. So if I'm right and you're wrong, do me a favor. Number one, grow some balls, know your role. And number two, shut the fuck up. And number three, shut your mouth. I was going to say, number one, grow some balls, know your role. And number two, I was going to sound like Elias for a minute. Anyways. The crowd went silent as it watched Jay walk out of the ring and hug Sam. Again, it erupted with cheers. Jebby dropped to his knees. Out of nowhere, Jay drilled Zayn with a super kick. He screamed at his former friend that it was about family till Cody ran down to make the save. Now, it should have been... Now, hold on. Number one, why would WWE have Cody Cody go down there and save Sami Zayn when it should have been KO? But it should have been KO. The geeks online, it should be Cody Rhodes. It's the right decision. No, it should have been KO. I don't give a fuck. It should have been KO. Clearly, I'm right. Clearly, JD was right because he even said it on the podcast, on his Monday Night Raw review. It should have been KO. Why was it KO? Because WWE are fucking completely clueless and lazy. They don't know who to send out. So they just send a random fucking guy that's not even involved in the fucking storyline. He's in a storyline with Roman Reigns, not Jimmy, Jay, and Solo. Give me a fucking break. Oh, but he's in the storyline with the entire bloodline. No, he's not. He's in the storyline with Roman Reigns and Roman only. Yeah, fucking break, man. Fuck out of here with that fucking narrative, man. That bullshit. I'm done, man. I'm done. I am fucking done. These people are so... This fucking wrestling community is so toxic, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's freaking crazy, man. It's freaking crazy how people are wrong and I'm right. It's crazy how I prove somebody to be right. Or prove somebody to be wrong, rather. It really is. I love to prove somebody wrong. I love it. I freaking love it, man. I love to spill out the truth on here in a creative way. Being creative in what I say. Yep. That's it. Now, overall, Monday Night Raw was a show. It was an event with big yet expected WrestleMania developments. At the end of the night, some of the undercard segments were rough. You know, most of the segments involving the Stones delivered well. Very, very well, folks. That's going to do it for your Raw review. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at IWN Gamer1. Personal Instagram account, The Real Brendan Ingram. You got me on Facebook as well and Snapchat. Also, go check out the other content while you're at it. My AEW Dynamite watch along will be live tonight. I don't think this week's episode of Dynamite is going to be that important. I'm not going to explain why yet. Maybe tonight I will. If I still remember. But I do have some news on what's slated for Dynamite tonight. Some of you are going to be angry about the card, and some of you are not. So be prepared for your WWE and AEW Wednesday morning news because that's coming up next right here on your IWN YouTube channel. I'm going to take a 3-4 minute break because I need something to drink. My throat is fucking dry like crazy, and I think I need to go take a RR break. I'm not going to say the rest of it because it's too much information. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, stay tuned because after the break, it'll be time for your WWE AEW Wednesday morning news. All right. Be right back, guys.
While every other pizza company out there is trying new things on top of their pizza, Papa John's just flipped pizza night on its head by doing something completely new on the bottom. Introducing the new crispy parm pizza with a layer of buttery toasted Parmesan cheese baked on the underside of our signature thin crust. That's because we know the first thing your tongue touches when you take a bite is the bottom. So try the new crispy parm pizza from Papa John's. It's flippin' awesome.
Sounds like you could use a break. 4 delicious pieces of chocolate, 3 crisp wafers, 2 layers of creamy Kit Kat filling, and 1 incredible break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Click or tap the banner to learn more.
Nothing's better than feeling comfortable in your own shoes. Maybe you're a parent raising a little rock star, or a tech nomad working from anywhere. Allbirds wants you to be comfortable in your actual shoes too. Their wool runners, pipers, and loungers are so cozy, you might forget you're wearing them. And they're crafted from natural materials that tread lightly on our planet. So get comfortable in your shoes. Get to know the wool runners, pipers, and loungers at allbirds.com. That's ALLBIRDS.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your WWE and AEW Wednesday morning news. We're going to start off with your WWE news. We're going to start off with your WWE Wednesday morning news. So apparently, there are some answers as to why Candice Michelle hasn't been brought back to WWE television. Now, I don't think anybody can care less about Candice Michelle. I don't think anybody knows who Candice Michelle is. Just in case you all didn't know who she is, I will let you know and give you a little bit of information as to who she is. I kind of know who she is already because she was a part of the Attitude Era. She's a former WWE Women's Champion. She was one of the mainstays of the women's division during the mid-20s. That was when I was probably about 3-4 years old. You know, I was born in 1999, so I would probably be like one year old or 2 years old. I was either 1 year old or 2 years old at that time. I didn't really know what Earth was at that time when I was a kid. I didn't really know what a picture was. I didn't even know what a TV was during that time. But anyway, she was a beloved star during her time in the company. There's a good reason for that. It says, that being said, Michelle has not been seen on WWE television for a very long time. It seems there is a good reason for her absence as well. Candice Michelle was largely involved in numerous feuds over the years. During her time in the company, competing against the likes of Victoria, Melina, and Mickie James, to name just a few WWE superstars. During Candice Michelle's time in WWE, which was the Diva era, they were not even given the chance to compete in a Royal Rumble match of their own. Due to this, she wanted to compete during this year's Royal Rumble match. It never came to fruition. While speaking to WrestlingNews.co, Candice Michelle talked about the reason for her absence from WWE television. Michelle expressed that she has taken a step back from her personal life, having had 3 children and not being as active on social media as other former wrestlers. Candice Michelle has been focused on raising her children and is now preparing for the next stage of her career. Good for her. I wish her the best luck. She feels a sense of disconnection from her fans and misses the connection with them. Man, that's sad. That's sad, man. Oh my God. That is definitely upsetting to hear. Hopefully she'll be able to reconnect with her fans sooner rather than later. Wondering about their current lives and appearance. Candice has undergone several recent transitions in health issues. So, while it's not her time to return to the limelight now, She hopes to do so next year. I don't know about that. She says here, and I quote, I think that I've really taken such a step back in my personal life. You know, I've had 3 kids. I haven't been present on social media like a lot of the other former wrestlers. I really dived into my personal life and raising these children, and now just going into where my career is going next. And that hasn't really been live on social media so much. So I think maybe just missing that connection of them. Who are you now? She questions. What are you doing now? What do you look like now? In instance, just me kind of getting back into the present world. I've gone through many transitions recently and had some health issues lately, and so it's actually good that it's not my time right now, but I'm coming out of that. So maybe next year at the time when it happens. Sorry, Candice Michelle, WWE doesn't need you. WWE can go without you. You need go freaking achieve something somewhere else. We don't need to see you on TV. Your time in WWE's been up already. It's time for the younger talent to shine. They don't need divas. We don't need legends. We don't need celebrities being booked in matches. We don't need that. So Candice Michelle was advertised for Raw Legends Night back in January 2011. She claims the company falsely promoted her, despite feeling a disconnection from her fans. Michelle is preparing for the next stage of her career and hopes to return to the limelight next year. They keep saying limelight. Question to everybody here on YouTube. Do you miss watching her on WWE television? What are your thoughts on the Divas era and the changes made to women's wrestling in recent years? Let me know in the live chats, guys. I know one thing. I'm about to see what everybody in the comments on the Ringside News website thinks. You know, honestly, I think Candice made the right decision. Obviously, her kids comes first rather than staying relevant to the camera all the time. Her kids legitimately comes first rather than staying relevant on the camera. Clear as day. You guys know I'm right. Admit it. IWN is right. WWE 2K23 reveals the Steiner brothers and more will be downloadable content after release date. Sure thing. The Steiner brothers are the only downloadable contents that sound interesting to me. Everybody else in the DLC don't sound interesting to me. Outside of the Steiner brothers, Bray Wyatt, and Davenport, that's pretty much it. Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner, Blair Davenport, Bray Wyatt, that's it. I'm sorry, that's it. Maybe Tony D'Angelo. Whoa, I overlooked him on the list. My bad, Tony D'Angelo. Didn't think you were going to be on the list. So they're only going to have 5 DLC packs. Really? Only 5? Only 5? Aren't you going to have DLC's packs for... Hold on. Aren't you going to have DLC packs for October and December? Might as well have packs for October and December. Actually, change that. You might as well have packs for October, November, and December. I didn't add November to it. I said November, December already. I just didn't add the November part. Anyways, the latest addition to the 2K WWE series is set to release on March the 14th, 2013. The cover star for the game this year around is John Cena, and fans all over are excited for this new release. Shake things up this year with players facing the 16-time world champion in the iconic WWE 2K showcase mode. With John Cena gracing the cover for the second time, this is a fresh change from earlier titles where players used to compete as the cover superstar. 2K decided to unveil the DLC roadmap in WWE 2K23. It features fan-favorite WWE superstars, legends, and several rising NXT stars making their franchise debuts. There will be 5 DLC packs, which would be released each month following the game's launch. There should actually be, to be honest, there should actually be 8 DLC packs. There should be a DLC pack for October, a DLC pack for November, and a DLC pack for December. Why aren't there no packs for October, November, and December? What's going on with that? Suspicious. Weird. Since they had 5 packs for WWE 2K22, why didn't they just give us? Why did they just make the game different by giving us 8 DLC packs? Make the game different. Make the game stand out. Give us more DLC packs. In other words, WWE 2K23 should be getting more DLC packs than WWE 2K22. In WWE 2K22, yes, we should got 5 DLC packs, which we did. In WWE 2K23, we should be getting 8 DLC packs. We should be getting DLC packs for October, November, and December. Nope, it doesn't say that on the fucking list nowhere. It doesn't. No. Absolutely doesn't. Which is complete BS. WWE 2K23 is basically the same as WWE 2K22. I'm still getting it either way. And I'm still getting that AEW Fight Forever video game. And I'm still getting Naruto Boruto connections. And I'm still getting that Budokai Tenkaichi 4 game. If it's going to be for the PS4, I hope to God it's going to be for the PS4. Because if it's not, I'm going to be pissed the fuck off. I'm going to be pissed the fuck off if it's not. And I'm guessing Xenoverse 3 is going to be next year. I'm guessing Budokai Tenkaichi is just, it's going to be before Xenoverse 3. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is going to be before Xenoverse 3, man. That's what I believe at this point in time. Man. It says there will be 5 DLC packs, which it should be 8, really, to be honest. It should be 8 packs, to be honest, which would be released each month following the game's launch. Notable names from the post-launch content updates including Bray Wyatt, the OC, the Steiner Bros. You know what I mean by the Steiner Bros, the Steiner Brothers. Zeus. Don't know who that is. Wade Barrett and Eve Torres. I think the guy that played the gimmick Zeus is the guy from Friday. What's his freaking name? the guy that played that character on Friday, on next Friday with Ice Cube, and I forgot what his name was. Anyway, the DLC packs would be released each month, following the game's release until August. I think after August, they're probably going to have 3 more DLCs. It's going to be DLC 6. They're going to give us DLC 6, 7, and 8, I think. I think they're going to surprise us with DLC 6, 7, and 8 after August. I really do. I hope to God they do. If they don't, then we're going to have some fucking problems. We're going to have some issues. Because there should not be 5 DLC packs for this game. There was already 5 DLC packs for WWE 2K22. I imagine we're getting 3 more after these 5 packs. There should be more DLC packs for this game than it was for 2K22. Working on not repeating myself, but hey, I want everybody to hear the truth. The truth will set you free, man. Always. The DLC packs will also be available for purchase individually following their release. Players who purchase the Season Pass, Deluxe Edition, and Icon Edition. I'm getting the Icon Edition. I don't care if it's $119 or not. I know it was $119 something dollars and something cents. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting it. I want the whole pack. As you can see, I got all the characters on WWE 2K22. I'm capable. I am damn well eligible, available, most importantly, capable of buying the Icon Edition of WWE 2K23. So the Season Pass Deluxe Edition, the Icon Edition of WWE 2K23 would be available to download a full set of packs after their release. The superstars featured in the DLC packs and their respective release dates are mentioned. I'm gonna give you guys those names. Steiner Roll Pack, release date April 19th. Scott Steiner. Listen up, guys, to those of you who are planning on buying WWE 2K23. Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner, Top Dollar, Ashanti Adonis, and B-Fab. These are all going to be in the Steiner Roll Pack. And the release date is April the 19th. Now, for the Pretty Sweet Pack. The release date for that one is May the 7th. That's going to be on WWE 2K23 on the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store as well. It's going to be on PC. Pretty sure it'll be on the PC Store, man. Cara Anderson, Luke Gallows, Tiffany Stratton. I think the reason why they're putting Tiffany Stratton on there because they know that Roxanne Perez's next feud is with Tiffany Stratton. That's probably why they put her on there. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. So Cara Anderson, Luke Gallows, Tiffany Stratton, Elton Prince, and Kit Wilson are going to all be in the Pretty Sweet Pack. The release date is going to be May the 17th. Race to NXT Pack. Release date is June the 14th. Harley Race, Ivy Now, Wendy Chu, Tony D'Angelo, and Trick Williams. It's going to be on that one. The release date for the Race to NXT Pack is June 14th. Release date for Revo with Wyatt Pack is July the 19th. It's going to have Bray Wyatt, Zeus, Valhalla, Joe Gacy, and Blair Davenport. Bad News U Pack. Release date for that one is going to be August the 16th. It's going to have Eve Torres, Wade Barrett, Damon Kemp, Andre Chase, and Nathan Frazier. And quote, players who purchased the WWE 2K23 Deluxe Edition and Icon Edition would get in on the action early on March 14, 2023. On the other hand, those who purchased the WWE 2K23 Starting Edition and Plus Gen would have to wait until March 17th, 2023. Sorry, man, I'm getting tired. Sorry for the yard. Wow, man. Wow. Sounds great. My question to everybody that's watching this is, are you excited about the WWE 2K23? And have you already pre-ordered the game? Or do you plan on just sticking around for the glitch footage after it drops? Let me know in the live chats, guys. Alrighty. What's next here? What is next? Oh. So there's news on how Roman Reigns tackles creative decisions in WWE. Roman Reigns held onto his championship reign for over 2 years now, earning him the well-deserved moniker of the head of the table. His extraordinary dominance inside the ring has been a source of inspiration for countless fans and has undoubtedly solidified his status as one of the top stars in professional wrestling today. He is one of my favorite male stars in WWE, and all of WWE, if anything. It's no surprise that many regard him as the ultimate champion in the sport. Given his exceptional talent and undeniable success, needless to say, fans continue to be drawn by whatever Roman Reigns does. Paul Heyman shed some light on the creative process behind the scenes, revealing that he and Roman Reigns often collaborate on ideas that are presented to them backstage. Now, his level of involvement and dedication to their craft speaks to their commitment to delivering unforgettable performances for fans around the world. While speaking on the SI Media podcast, Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, special counsel, talked about how Roman Reigns tackles creative decisions in WWE, adding how both he and Roman Reigns try to accept creative decisions that help their overall storyline. I find it interesting how he mentions overall storyline. Says here, and I quote, "There are a lot of people who have worked really hard to make this work. It kind of all filters through Roman Reigns. It kind of all filters through Roman Reigns' field. And there are several people that come to me to present things to Roman. And then Roman and I will talk about it and come back with either something that fits into their narrative, or we would hope we could perhaps enhance it or put it in our own words, or come back with, nah, that doesn't work for us. But what about this? And then start a different process where we are bouncing ideas off of them." End quote. Roman Reigns' ability to capture the WWE Universe's attention for over 2 years is a testament to his exceptional talent and commitment to bring unforgettable performances whenever he steps in the ring. With Reigns' creative freedom, dedication to his craft, it is no surprise that fans continue to be drawn to his every move and are eagerly anticipating what's next in his career. We would love to hear your thoughts on Roman Reigns and his impact on the world of professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, my question to you all is, do you believe he is the ultimate champion of the sport, or do you have a different opinion? Share your views, your comments in the live chat. The live chat is open for a reason, guys. To communicate. Trust me, if I had a bigger audience in here, there will be some communication going on like crazy. WWE Hall of Fame. It questions whether it will still happen this year. There's some updates. There's an update on the Hall of Fame, guys. Listen to this. According to an update from Sean Rossap behind Fightful's paywall, WWE is still planning a Hall of Fame this year. That being said, they are not really talking about it, and nothing has been announced. It says here, and I quote, "We haven't heard when or who Hall of Fame related announcements will be made. Just that people within WWE were told it was still happening." That quote, "It is widely thought that Batista will be included in this year's WWE Hall of Fame class. He was supposed to be in the WWE Hall of Fame 2 years ago, but the pandemic had other plans." The Bella twins also had to postpone their induction, but they eventually got in. WWE needs to make some kind of announcement for their yearly Hall of Fame eventually. We'll have to see how they deal with it this year, but it could be an indication of how they plan to deal with this situation for years to come under Triple H's control. Who do you guys want to see in the Hall of Fame this year? Solo Sikoa has big plans in store for him in the works. Solo Sikoa is still highly regarded by WWE management despite the loss, and there are big plans for him after WrestleMania. WrestlingNews.com reports that Solo Sikoa is seen as a wrestler who could eventually become a main eventer in WWE. The DQ win for Kevin Owens at the live event in Kitchener or whatever it is, whatever it's called, also shows how much WWE is protecting him. I didn't understand that. But anyways, I didn't really, when I seen that word for the first time, I didn't really understand it, what it meant. It's not official yet on TV, but rumors are circulating that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn may be reuniting. That is true. They are going to reunite. And when they do, they're going to challenge the Usos for the World Tag Team titles at WrestleMania, and they're going to beat the Usos to win those titles. Those are going to be the plans. That's going to be the plan. Now, those plans seem to remain on track for right now. Says Ringside News anyway. While Solo Sikoa's first singles loss on the main roster may have disappointed some fans, it's important to remember that WWE management has big problems, has big plans for him. I wasn't meant to say problems. Ignore that. Please ignore, pretend like I never even said the word problems. It just goes to show how tired my eyes are and how tired my body is. I'll let you know right now, I need to land a bit. Now, as we head into WrestleMania season, says Ringside News, it will be interesting to see how WWE continues to book Solo Sikoa if he can live up to the hype as a potential future main eventer. What do you guys think of Solo Sikoa's first singles loss on the main roster? Are you guys excited to see what WWE has in store for him at the WrestleMania? Share your thoughts in the live chat. Again, live chat is open for you guys to chat and talk. Betting odds have been reviewed for the most likely buyers of WWE in the future. Again, betting odds revealed the most likely buyers of WWE in the near future. My mouth must be tired too because I can't even get my shit right. I can't even get half the words right. According to the new odds, Comcast is currently the front runner with plus 275 odds. In other words, plus 275 odds, or a 26.7% chance of buying WWE. Following closely behind are Disney. I can't. Disney. I can't, man. These people are a bunch of comedians, man. Disney's not buying WWE. No company is buying WWE. There should be no sale happening. No sales should be happening. There's no reason why WWE should be selling, especially if the viewership and the ratings are up. There should be no sale. The reason why the sale is happening because Vince McMahon wants to prevent people from running every freaking position in WWE like how he runned it. Why do you think he was backstage? To make sure that Triple H is not running it like how he ran it when he was in charge of creative. He wants power. Vince McMahon wants power, and he will do anything he can to get it back. He will do anything to gain back control of WWE and creative. Unfortunately. But falling close behind are Disney with plus 300 odds, 25.0%. And Amazon with plus. I gotta hurry up and get this news out so I can get off here. I'm just, my brain's tired. It's enough I had to work last night. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. With plus 400 odds, 20.0%. Endeavor, Netflix, Liberty Media also made the list with plus 450, 18.2%, plus 600, 14.3%, and plus 1000, 9.1% odds. Respectfully, the field is at the bottom of the list with plus 1,400 odds, 6.7%. It's mostly important to note that those odds are not based on any insider information or official announcements, but rather are based on the predictions of odds makers. With the wrestling world buzzing about a potential sale, fans are left wondering who could potentially take over the company. You guys agree with the current odds, or do you think about another company running WWE? I'm tired. I really want to pass out and go to sleep. Ronda Rousey will not be 100% healed for WrestleMania 39. Good. I don't want to see her wrestle anyways. She's fucking terrible. As previously reported, Ronda Rousey is currently dealing with an injury. In fact, Rousey was even seen sporting a sling during last week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Sounded to me like Ringside News was trying to rap, but they failed. Their rap sucked. As she stood ring for Shayna Baszler's match. While speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer talked about WWE's plans for Ronda Rousey, and Shayna Baszler. Meltzer noted that Rousey will not be 100% healed in time for WrestleMania 39. It says here, and I quote, that it's going to be Lita and Becky Lynch, Rousey, and Baszler are still getting the tag team title shot, as has been planned all along, and likely winning them. No, jeez. Please don't say that. Nobody wants to see Ronda Rousey as WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. It says unless Rousey's injury doesn't heal, which they are right now, of the impression that she's not going to be 100% healed. The impression is that she would be ready to do the match. This was according to Wrestling Observer Radio, not me. End quote. While Rousey's previous championship reign garnered a mixed reaction, or should I say mixed response from the WWE universe, they probably got a reaction too, you know. Response is not really the same as reaction that much. Just saying. But it does seem that many fans are now content with her absence from the main event title picture. As the path to WrestleMania is always full of surprises, it is uncertain what Rousey's future holds as a former champion. WWE WrestleMania 39 musical performance officially announced. WrestleMania is scheduled for April 1st and 2nd, 2023 at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California. It will be Hollywood themed. It will feature a lot of big names for the event, among other things. WWE is also planning on bringing a lot of celebrities for WrestleMania 39. Don't book the celebrities. You can bring the celebrities, but don't book them in matches. Have them sit in the crowd, sit in seats with the crowd. Don't book them in fucking matches. We don't want them showing celebrities, ruining fucking spotlight for talent. We don't need that. Which does make sense since the theme is about Hollywood. Doesn't make sense to book them in matches. The celebrities are not wrestlers, okay? Logan Paul is a celebrity. He's also a YouTuber. He's not a wrestler, though. That's why I say, why the fuck would they make a dumb decision booking Logan Paul on the card? Dumb. Dumb at its finest is WWE booking Logan Paul. WWE has announced that singer Becky G will perform America the Beautiful to kick off night 1 of WrestleMania 39. It is not known yet who will perform America the Beautiful to kick off night 2. Man, talk about a dumb move to book Logan Paul against Seth Rollins. What a dumb move by WWE booking Bray Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley and Omos versus Lesnar. That's an even more dumb move right there. I felt like that's lazy. I felt like that was lazy booking by WWE. It's McMahon. It's McMahon, dude. Becky G has been consistently recognized for her talent in the Latin music scene, winning the People's Choice Award for Latin Artist of the Year in 2019, 2020, and 2022, receiving a nomination for the award in 2021. I'm ready to get off of here. I'm about to fall asleep, and I may have to do my AW thumbnail later this afternoon because I'm going straight to bed. WWE faces another lawsuit. They face another legal threat with amended lawsuit mentioning Peacock. Oh boy. That's what happens when you're like that 77-year-old demented old fuck, Vince McMahon, getting in trouble, paying freaking several women hush money for sex. So that's when you got a chairman that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with his company, with his own company that his father built, that his father ran before he did. Anyway. Oh boy. Nobody listens to me, do they? No. I didn't think so. I didn't really think so. Do. Stop feeling dizzy, darn it. My head feeling dizzy, man. I ain't laying in the bed. I ain't getting no darn sleep because whatever, man. Let me find this news real quick. You know what? Vince McMahon was never slated to appear on Raw. There it is. I found it. As previously reported, Vince McMahon's recent appearance at Raw was primarily to visit John Cena backstage. He did not have any involvement in the creative process. However, McMahon was present in the guerrilla press throughout the night, which led to speculation among fans that he may be poised to retake control of the company. His mere presence in Boston was enough to create a buzz and prompt heightened security measures. According to a report by PW Insider, Vince McMahon was never slated to appear on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. As noted already, he was mostly just there to visit John Cena. Says, and I quote, McMahon was never slated to appear on Raw. McMahon was not there to take over creative or to even run the taping. Ugh. God, I need her to go to bed. McMahon was in Boston. Everyone was told to visit with John Cena. Usual production and exclusive team were handling things no different than usual. We were also told that Vince was sporting quite the mustache, end quote. The future ownership of WWE remains uncertain. It is possible that the company could be under leadership within the next few months as the original timeline for a stall. I'm just kidding. As the original timeline for a sale was set for mid-2023. It is unclear whether Vince McMahon will be present at WrestleMania 39. His involvement in the event has not been confirmed. While his influence on creative decisions is currently unknown, it remains to be seen whether his presence will be felt in any significant way. All righty. What we got here? Oh yeah, this is another news I need to give out right here. This one. Check this one out, guys. This is another one I need to give out here. Oh, there it is. There's that news on WWE facing another legal threat with amended lawsuit mentioning Peacock. I found it. I finally found it. Aha! That was one of the other ones I wanted to give out to you guys. So, furthermore, the lawsuit claimed that WWE had interfered with MWL's negotiations with Vice TV in 2021, ultimately causing him to fall through. This alleged interference was seen by many as a blatant attempt to stifle competition and maintain WWE's dominant position in the professional wrestling industry. As the legal battle between MLW and WWE continues to unfold, fans and industry insiders alike are closely monitoring the outcome and potential impact on the wider wrestling landscape. As previously reported, Judge Edward J. Davila of the U.S. District Court, California Northern District, San Jose, dismissed the antitrust lawsuit filed by MWL against WWE last month. As previously reported, MLW was granted the option to file an amended lawsuit against WWE within 21 days of the dismissal. which they have now done. It's worth noting that MLW may have received some assistance in their efforts from a recent revelation. According to reports, MWL's amended lawsuit against WWE referenced their exclusion from the Peacock streaming platform, which recently acquired WWE streaming rights. The lawsuit alleges that WWE leveraged their dominant position in the industry to secure the exclusive streaming deal, thus furthering their monopoly on the performance center market, or professional wrestling market, excuse me. According to PW Insider, MLW has filed an amended lawsuit against World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, alleging that WWE's predatory conduct has impeded their ability to compete in licensed programming to streaming services. The lawsuit cites the recent situation with Reels and Peacock as evidence that WWE is attempting to suppress competitors and that MLW is now at risk of losing their TV deal as a result. In addition, MLW is claiming that WWE attempted to interfere with other promotions, including allegedly attempting to get Madison Square Garden to cancel a joint Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling show in 2018. The amended lawsuit also includes the claim that WWE controls 92% of the wrestling sphere, with AEW controlling 6%, and everyone else controlling 2%. The amended lawsuit, which is 44 pages long, is an indication that MWL is continuing to fight against WWE's alleged anti-competitive behavior, despite their initial lawsuit being dismissed. The outcome of this ongoing legal battle could have significant implications for the pro wrestling industry as a whole. Wow. Whoa there. What a development there. Wow. Didn't expect that news. Didn't expect to see that. WWE 2K23 new details on My GM Futures creation suit and more. My GM mode, which let players take charge of a brand and be the authority, was revived in WWE 2K22. My GM has been improved in 2023 to support 4-player games and more. A mid-card title is now possible for brands, with the WWE Intercontinental title being on SmackDown, WWE United States Championship matches on Raw. The WCW Hardcore Championship and NXT North American Championships will be available for new brands, WCW 2.0, respectively, NXT 2.0. The My GM mode also features new match types. Fans can choose from matches in the following categories: Triple Threat, Fatal 4-Way, Steel Cage, Backstage Brawl, Falls Count Anywhere, Submission, Iron Man, Last Man Standing, and Tornado Tag. Furthermore, selectable general managers include Xavier Woods, Tyler Breeze, Kurt Angle, Eric Bischoff, Mick Foley, in addition to Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon, Adam Pearce, and choice for an edited My GM. However, Wayne Ringo is no longer available to choose for general manager. According to Sports Gamers Online, the Create a Superstar team at Visual Concepts has introduced over 600 new parts this year. I'm tired of correcting everything I say, man. I say it's because I'm autistic, but people are going to be like, no, it ain't because of that. Yada, yada, yada. You don't understand what I have. I got a lot of issues. I may be a good person, but I still have a lot of issues. Trust me. This enables players to put together entrance components, pyro, lightning effects, and other elements until they have their CAW's Rand entrance ready. As for the WWE Universe mode, during an interview with Screen Rant WWE 2K23's creative director Leno Jinx and associate gameplay producer Brian Williams updated fans on how cutscenes will work in the upcoming game. Says here, and I quote, with Universe, there's some huge improvements that we made there to help tell the story and give users even more control than they've already had, which is crazy to think about, says Jinx. You can have actions that you want certain superstars to perform before a match. Like, okay, I want Bobby Lashley to shake hands with MVP before the match. But at the last second, I want him to just punch him. Like, those are actions that you can actually assign to that match and watch those cutscenes play out and see how that kind of dictates your rivalry. End quote. The fans are already excited about the launch of the newest WWE 2K game, WWE 2K23's release. For those who purchased the deluxe and icon editions of the game, is just 1 week away. So we'll have to wait and see what response it generates among the fans. Which mode are you guys breaking into first in WWE 2K23? Let me know in the live chats. WWE could lose TV rights deal with Fox. Oh no, not this news again. We've seen this news enough last year. The domestic TV rights for WWE are due for renewal later this year, with broadcasts set to take effect from September 2024. This has prompted Vince McMahon's return to the company's board of directors in an effort to explore the possibility of selling the company to a distribution partner who could potentially cover the cost of expensive sports media rights. However, Comcast, one of the most likely buyers, has shown no interest in purchasing WWE, which has complicated matters. That being said, the multimedia juggernaut also denied claims that they are in the running, says Ringside News. Now, a new development has come to light that could further complicate negotiations, says Ringside News again. It has been reported that if Fox were to renew its contract for WWE SmackDown, it would not be at a higher risk than its current $205 million. Sorry, man, I'm sleepy, y'all. Sorry, I'm sleepy. I'm tired. My eyes tired. I'm trying to hurry up so I can get off and go to bed. That's how you know I'm sleepy. I'm not getting my words right. Every time I read, I have to correct something. I have to correct myself over and over and over and over. You guys don't understand. Trust me. Its current $205 million per year. This information to light from a Wells Fargo securities analyst presentation when Forbes Sports Money editor Mike tweeted out a screenshot from the presentation. It says here, and I quote, Wells Fargo Securities thinks Fox is not likely to renew SmackDown at a higher price. And it's possible we could see SmackDown split between Fox and linear and a streamer, or the entire night move off and likely reactive to Fox A. End quote. There are a lot of different options open in terms of a streaming home for SmackDown. They still wouldn't have the choice, real estate, or network exposure like Fox. Obviously, this is just speculation at this point, but it is important to note this type of thing as we approach another key time frame for WWE. It's worth noting, says Ringside News, that during negotiations with Fox in 2018, Robert Murdoch, the chairman of Fox Corporation, reportedly played on the McMahon family's insecurities, including stating that Comcast NBC Universal was embarrassed by WWE's problem. His son, Murdoch, reportedly added that the deal would herald the marriage of the Murdochs and the McMahons, Rebel outsiders who had built media empires. We'll have to see what the company ends up doing with their television product. The company may even have a different owner by the time September 2024 rolls around or something. WWE doesn't need a sale. That's all I'm going to say to that. Raw viewership sees increase for huge Boston show. The Raw viewership deserves to increase. Monday Night Raw delivered damn well this week. According to WrestleNomics, March the 6th episode of Monday Night Raw brought an overnight average of 1.852 million viewers with a 0.528 1849 demographic. So that was the overnight average for this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. So that was your Raw viewership for this week. Johnny Gargano made a surprise return to set up huge match at NXT Stand and Deliver. Those of you that didn't know, NXT Roadblock was last night. I saw JD's NXT Roadblock review. That's the first time I've seen him live with a review in a long time. Tonight's edition of NXT featured a special edition of the Grayson Waller Effect with Shawn Michaels as the guest. Grayson Waller cut to the chase, introduced Shawn Michaels to his Real Talk show. The PC erupted with Sexy Boy, HBK, and Boy Toy chants. Waller said he should have been a fan of Bret Hart instead of Michaels. HBK said they were cool till Waller confronted him following the events of NXT Vengeance Day. The arrogant Aussie said he wanted to take over. Feels he's being held back by HBK the same way Vince held you back. Michaels told Waller he needs to do a bit of self-reflecting. The Men's Iron Survivor Series Challenge winner took a personal shot at Michaels when he said he only got a job at the Gorilla because your best friend Hunter had a heart attack. The WWE Hall of Famer said NXT thrived because of collective efforts. Waller challenged Shawn Michaels to a match and Stand Deliver. Michaels said he'd be thrilled to get inside the squared circle again. But that won't happen. He then introduced Johnny Gargano as Waller's Stand Deliver opponent. Gargano entered the ring, immediately took out Waller to conclude the segment. Roxanne Perez taken out on stretcher after title match at NXT Roadblock. This right here was sad to see. Considering Roxanne Perez is one of my favorite NXT women's champions, it was bad. Meiko Satomura took Roxanne Perez to the limit in the main event of NXT Roadblock last night. The Prodigy retained her NXT Women's Championship against the Japanese legend, but at the cost of her physical well-being. Roxanne Perez successfully defended her title against the former NXT UK Women's Champion in the main event of NXT Roadblock. The Japanese legend delivered some stiff kicks on Roxanne Perez during their highly physical matchup. Satomura raised Roxanne's hand following her win over her. Fortunately, the beating took its toll on the champion as she collapsed from exhaustion on the mat. The referee noticed that Roxanne didn't get up and called for help as Satomura looked on in disbelief. Booker T left the commentary to check on her former star. Maddox brought a stretcher to the ring to help escort Perez out of the building. Shawn Michaels came out to check on the NXT Women's Champion as well. The NXT Universe cheered on Roxanne Perez as the medics escorted her to the ambulance. NXT Roadblock ended with medics placing the stretcher inside the ambulance. That was a sad situation to see. I wish Roxanne Perez a full speedy recovery, because that looked very, very serious. WWE books huge title match and more for NXT Stand and Deliver. WWE announced that Braun Breaker will defend his NXT Championship against Carmelo Hayes at Stand and Deliver. The match was booked after the two came face-to-face during NXT Roadblock last night. Damn good match between those two. I seen the match. Damn good match. Decent match. Braun Breaker, I will say that Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes have so much chemistry in the ring. Carmelo Hayes even has good chemistry with Apollo in the ring as well. Plus, Grayson Waller will take on Johnny Gargano in a singles matchup as well. We already went over all that, so I ain't gotta worry about that. So those matches are the only two matches on the card for Stand and Deliver right now. Dragon Lee made his return to NXT as well. Dragon Lee shocked everyone when he announced he had signed with WWE. The Luchador family made his debut. He finally made his debut at NXT Roadblock. WWE cameras showed Dragon Lee watching all the action from the crowd during NXT Roadblock. Lee was shown during the six-man tag team match on the show. Triple H used to debut new signings in similar fashion during his time as the head booker of the black and gold version of NXT. Wish we had the black and gold version back so I can start reviewing NXT, the NXT black and gold version again. As previously reported, Dragon Lee could not appear during the NXT Vengeance Day event due to visa issues. They also reported, Ringside News also reported that he was spotted backstage at the WWE Performance Center before his highly anticipated arrival on Shawn Michaels' version of NXT. WWE's interest in Lee sparked when they noticed AEW put him on television without any contract. For those wondering, Lee first appeared for Tony Khan's promotion on the August 17, 2022 episode of Wednesday Night Dynamite. He teamed up with fellow LA Ingorbannable member. He teamed up with Andrade, basically, and Rush in the opening round of the AEW World Trios Tag Team Tournament. Let's see what Shawn Michaels has planned for Dragon Lee. We will have to see, man. Have to see. Only time will tell, man. Now, moving on to your AEW Wednesday morning news. We don't have much of it. AEW likely planning stars return to join new faction. During AEW Revolution, Ruby Soho turned heel on Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. This move saw Soho join two other former WWE superstars, Issa Rae and Toni Storm. I knew this move was going to happen. But there is more to the story, and now it's the babyface's turn to pick a new member. During Wrestling Observer Radio, Brian Everett spoke about the women's world title match. Since he was in attendance at the event, it was then stated that the babyface team of Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter need a third member of their crew to help them battle the heels. It says here, and I quote, "Yeah, so the babyface has got a third member. So Britt and Jamie get a third member. Riho, maybe." Brian Alvarez then noted how the babyface's third member needs to be someone who's been there since day one. Then he remarked that it could be Chris Statlander. Was agreed as a very likely solution because Chris Statlander has been around backstage during her injury hiatus. So it only makes sense that she could make her return to AEW programming in that role. What is y'all's take on the AEW Women's Division? I think the AEW Women's Division is doing better than the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Women's Division, to be honest. That's just me. That's just how I think. That's what I think. Possible spoiler on AEW's direction for Kenny Omega after Trios title match. There's some possible spoilers on him after his Trios title loss to the House of Black. And then we're going to go over the news on the matches slated for Dynamite tonight, and then we'll be out of here. I will be out of here, man. Finally, I can get out of here and get me some rest. The match kept fans at the Chase Center and at home at the edge of their seats, with both teams unleashing a variety of high-flying maneuvers and strategies. Julia Hart's interference added an extra layer of drama to the already intense match. However, despite a numerous false finishes, impressive displays in athleticism, Malachi Black and his team eventually gained the upper hand. They managed to overpower Matt Jackson and scored a win, with Brody King executing a devastating move that saw Matt's head planted into the mat. Don Callis, also known as the Invisible Hand, recently shared a photo of himself standing next to Kenny Omega, with a warning to the pro wrestling world that their focus is back. He went on to suggest that everyone should be very afraid, indicating that something big is in the works. Fans have noted that the photo gives off cleaner vibes from Omega, a persona he previously adopted during his wrestling career. It's worth noting that Omega has only wrestled in one singles match in 2023, which was a hard-fought victory over Will Ospreay at New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestle Kingdom 17. With Callis by his side, it's clear that Omega is gearing up for something significant in the world of professional wrestling. He's probably going to turn on the Young Bucks, and he's probably going to bring Kabushi. maybe he's going to team up with Kabushi. Yeah. Maybe we're going to get another tag team. There's too many tag teams in the division as it is now. I don't know why Ringside News keeps on showing Paige Vincent. Why does Ringside News keep showing Paige Vincent? I don't get it. I mean, I know she's pretty, but every time I get on there, they show her. Every time. Tony Khan announced that Orange Cassidy will defend the All-Atlantic Championship in a rubber match against Jay Lethal this Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. Lethal happens to be the last person with a clean win over Cassidy. Plus, Ruby Soho will take on Sky Blue in singles action on Dynamite. This match comes days after Ruby Soho's heel turn at AEW Revolution. For those wondering, Ruby attacked Jamie Hayter and aligned herself with Saraya and Toni Storm. Top Flight, AO Fox will go up against Chris Jericho, Daniel Garcia, and Sammy Guevara. Orlo will defend the GMT Championship against Powerhouse Hobbs. Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal for the All-Atlantic Championship. And Sky Blue versus Ruby Soho. That's the card for Dynamite tonight. My Dynamite Watch Along will be live tonight, guys. That's going to do it for your AEW Wednesday morning news. I already gave out your WWE Wednesday morning news, so I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining me for your Monday Raw review. And thank you guys for joining me for your WWE and AEW Wednesday morning news. As you can see, I'm barely even talking right. I'm kind of talking in my sleep, basically. I'm getting out of here. Peace and have a great day.